Hi guys, we're back from the break and we're about to show you a clip from the very talented Brian Estepa from
and his interview
Sydney.
too. We got to interview him.
Oh, did you interview him?
Well, I didn't, but I was there to watch the show, and I like his music. You know, just said it makes me want to, you know, while I'm sitting on the beach, you know.
You're sitting on a beach.
Yeah, with the water and the waves. What did you think I said, Giselle?
Nothing. I thought you said beach.
Okay, and then this beautiful music, like the rock music. I like it.
Rock music. You're a very mellow and chilled out.
That's right, you know.
So, I'm really curious.
And he has lots of hair like my head.
That's good. Let's go see this very hairy man then, shall we?
1, 2, 3. I was born in the Philippines. I'm Cubao, Quezon City. I've been here since I was 8 years old. The Fairfield County Balsada area. So that's sort of southwestern Sydney. Well, firstly, I think it's just in the Filipino blood. I think my mum plays, my mum sings, her cousins and brothers all play. So it was only natural, I think, that I just fall into it, sort of thing. So yeah, and she sort of got me started, bought me a little guitar when I was 11, and went from there, really. My mum and my uncles, and mostly the Beatles, Simon and Garfunkel, the Carpenters, the Eagles, ABBA, a lot of the old school Philo folk guys like Freddie Aguilar and Asin. Who else? Upper Hiking Society. I can't help myself. My cousins the Phils thought I was a bit daggy, still digging them, but they write great songs, great melodic hooks, and that's why they sold a zillion records back in their day. Of course, when I was a teen, I kind of fell into the whole grunge thing, as you do, because I was a teen in the mid-90s. But then now I listen to a lot of more folky Americana kind of music, Beatles-ish, Neil Young. So it's a bit more singer-songwriter these days, stuff I listen to. This is a very casual thing so far, but it is getting a lot more serious. I think it was just a natural progression. I was playing in little indie bands, and I'm still an indie artist, but I think the difference is now I've got a label behind me here and overseas, so it just makes a few things a little bit easier, and I enjoy it. It's what makes me happy and keeps me going. You know, get through a day of work knowing that you're going to play music at the end of the day. There's not a better incentive, really. First album, technically, I did release an EP back in 2003 under the name Adeline. So I started off not playing under my name. So I was playing under the name Adeline, released a record called Start Again. And last October I released my first full album here and overseas as well. The title of the album is All the Bells and Whistles. Album's available nationally, online, through me. So just go to my website or my MySpace site, and yeah, and you can pretty much go to most shops and you can order it. A lot of it's just what's happening around me. It's dictated by my relationship, my friends' relationships. Yeah, it's very inward, or I wouldn't say introspective, but a lot of it's more inwards and looking in. Well, it depends. Like tonight, this show tonight was a big rock and roll show, but I like to say singer-songwriter kind of style. So a lot of some acoustics here and there. Maybe just good pop songs, power pop. Some people say it's power pop, or old country, which is sort of the new school country, a bit more indiness to it. So it's hard because all my music sort of jumps from one style to the other, really. I like to think they're just good pop songs, good rock and roll pop songs. I went there 2 years ago and I discovered bands like Orange and Lemons. I've always loved the Razorheads. Saw them here in Sydney a couple of years ago. I love Bamboo. I've heard some Wolfgang. So yeah, that's sort of the heavier spectrum of things. I dig that. But out of all of them, I think Orange and Lemons and the Razorheads. And Sandwich, actually, yeah. So I like to keep in touch with the Filipino scene. It's funny you ask, because it's just recently I'm discovering a lot more Phil Oz bands, like sort of playing sort of within the same region. They're all playing within the Blacktown area. I've got in touch with a few bands there, like Soul Junction, and I can't quite remember all their names right now. But through MySpace, basically, I discovered all these Filipino bands, and I think that's fantastic. You know, So I don't feel like I'm the only sort of rider out there. I think they got as fun as it is to do covers. I think it's best to start playing your own tunes. And I think those most bands will be the first to admit and say that it's better to play your own tunes. It's you give yourself an identity. You get recognised not for someone else's songs, but for your own song and for your own creativity. And to start doing those dodgy Monday night gigs here at Sandringham or Lansdowne, or because slowly but surely, if you work hard enough, your profile will build. And above all, if you have good songs, it'll speak for itself. I'd like to think so anyway. Record a good demo, record an album, and network, use MySpace, use Facebook, whatever. You just gotta you gotta be proactive, I think. And above all, you gotta have good songs and be true to yourself, I guess, like your music, you know. Don't be swayed by the current scene, what's cool right now. Just do what feels right to you, you know? First, I think, is finally releasing my album. It wasn't done with much planning. I sort of thought about it. My last band broke up, I did it, and people seem to like it. I got a record deal out of it, so it's amazing to me that people overseas and people here buy it and listen to it and like it. And playing with the guys I played with tonight, Michael McGinty on drums. He plays in a band called The Supports. Scott Barr, he's my bass player. He just plays with me right now, which is cool. Then I got Brian Crouch on keyboards and Jason Walker on guitar, lead guitar, and they're both in Jason's band, Jason Walker and the Last Streaks. So Jason's a very successful artist in his own right as well. So very underrated in Australia, unfortunately, but overseas is a bigger profile. And those four guys are four of my favourite musicians in the world. They're not only good mates, but they're heroes to me as well. So that's sounding cheesy or whatever, but they inspire me to play better because they're so great. And so that's a highlight. Every time I step on stage with those guys, every time I'm at rehearsal with them or I'm in the studio. So yeah, that's probably the highlight so far, just getting the record out and playing with these guys. I'm going on a big tour in November. I'm doing a national tour of Spain, and I'm going to do some shows in the US. Maybe London, still working on that. And we start recording the second album in September. So there's lots ahead. So it's pretty exciting stuff by the end of the year. And who knows, maybe I'd like to go to the Philippines again. And also the band scene there, I'd love to, I don't know, I don't really know how to bring myself to the Philippines, how to expose myself there musically. but hopefully, yeah, it'll be good to play in front of my relatives, you know. I've got a recording deal. I signed a deal with a label in Spain. So I signed a deal with a record in Spain, and they released my record in Spain and Europe a couple of months ago, back in January. So and I've developed a small, it's building a fan base enough for me to go on tour, basically. So so that's very exciting to know that people in Spain want to hear your music